I had been living in Mexico for over a year, but had come back to Sweden at the very end of the summer, to an area by a lake out of town where my father's house is located. Hello from Sweden and my father's house here, about 30 minutes outside of the town where I was born. For 2 days I've been here. We have been walking and swimming in the lake. The summer was really about to be over, and we had been walking in the forest with his dog, and also enjoying one of the very last summer days. We jumped into the lake, and the water was freezing cold, but still able to enjoy the sunshine. It's so nice and green here. Birds. We're going to my uncle now. We were on the way into the city of Eskilstuna, where I grew up, and also where my uncle lives.
Men den där gruppen, är det många som är med då?
Ja, det är över 10 stycken.
Är det några tjejer med då?
Ja. Ja, men kvittens heter det. Man skriver ut det på skrivan.
Ska jag ha fat också?
Kaffe!
På tyst.
This is where my uncle lives here, my father's brother, having some coffee at my uncle's place in Eskilstuna, my hometown where I was born and where I lived for the first 20 years of my life.
Nej, det är perfekt. Det går bra.
Kaffe! Every time I go to my uncle's house, I look at pictures of my grandfather and grandmother. And also there's a picture of my father, uncle, and their sister.
När jag pratar telefon, du hör aldrig vad jag säger.
Man skulle ju ta den hörapparaten för att hålla mot örat. Jag blev så jäkla nervös av den där bara. Det var en bra kaffe.
Ja. Mm.
Du vill ju ha starkt.
Ja, svagt är värsta jag vet.
Ja.
Jag funderar på att fixa mitt medborgarskap i Mexiko.
Aha.
Så jag kan bli medborgare där. We sat and talked for a while, and it made me a bit sad to realize how fast time is passing by. Time waits for nobody. I came back to my mother's house, and where I grew up here in Sweden with my family, but my mom only lives here now, and we are going to a lake, me and my mother. My father went back to his house. I was in the car with my mother, going out to have some lunch buffet. And in Sweden there are more than 100,000 lakes. Usually at the very end of the summer, the weather is already bad and cold. But I was really lucky to still enjoy some nice summer days. We sat down for a while on the dock after eating, and I was about to meet an old friend in the same area that I went to high school with.
Jag vet inte om jag är bra på film.
We're here on the third biggest lake in Sweden, going water skiing, Lake Mälaren. Really nice and beautiful day here. I'm here with my friend from high school. And yeah, surprisingly nice weather. Let's see if we can get up on the water skis here. We're in the curve here, coming around, going back to the bridge. He fell off the boat. We're gonna go on one ski. Do some water skiing on one ski here. Mia da Kärulf, Mia!
Men ska vi åka in till land?
Kallt ju! Fishy, 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 come fishy, fishy, fishy. Ska du äta upp han? Eller ska han få leva? Han kan få leva. I'm taking the train here back to the town. They go like every hour here at the train stations in Sweden. 2 stories, big trains. Here we go. See if they're gonna come and check the tickets here. I paid $6 to go 11 minutes. Yesterday I was on the boat. Now I'm here with my mother at the golf course next to where our house is, and we're gonna eat the grill buffet on the golf course here. They have a grill buffet. Here is the golf course. Here are all the people that are eating. I had really been enjoying the buffets in Sweden. So much good food.
Här finns också.
Yeah. So yeah, I just got the food here. I think it was $14 for meat grill buffet, a bunch of chicken and beef and sausage and salad buffet. Really good actually. I'm going with my father and my uncle to a city called Nyköping. There's a castle there and a lot of history from the past of Sweden. This is Eskilstuna, just about 100,000 people. We're about to get into my father's car here and start the journey, about an hour and a half driving. Här kommer han, eller? Vad finklädd du var! We were on the way, and the weather usually stays quite good until mid-September. Sweden is located really far up north, and if it wasn't for the Gulf Stream that brings warm water from the Caribbean, it would be totally freezing all the time in Sweden. Now we were heading from Eskilstuna out to the coast and the town of Nyköping, passing by the many open fields and lakes along the way.
Hans nya album. Det är Mix Megapol vi hör den här låten på.
This is Sunlight Hotel here, waiting for my father and my uncle here.
Bilder som man inte har försökt alls.
Hallå!
Ja, så käkar vi. Så går vi tillbaks.
Du, det här är ju, har jag betalat för en grund?
Ja, det är enkelt.
Fast öppna lite framför luft.
Varför öppnar du för?
Hi there. We're going to find some food. Here come my brother. He's a little bit, he is in his knees, little bit
Pain in his knees.
pain. But no, he is very hungry now. And then we're going back to the hotel. We should take a swim and make a fitness center. Then go eat and perhaps one beer.
One beer.
Den här gången ska jag göra det.
This is the central area here in Nyköping. We're gonna have some lunch. Salad. Oh. Here we have pizza.
Vad sa du? Jag gjorde jordprovare, sa du det?
Nej, han frågade. När han såg kameran. My uncle, his knee is hurting so he can't walk that much. So we're going back to the hotel.
Kommer du ihåg vad jag hade för rumsnummer nu då?
We're back at the hotel here, Sunlight. Go or go rest for a bit and then to the gym and to the swimming pool.
Ja. Vi kommer ner sen.
Ja, gör det.
Ja.
Hej då.
Och sover du då slår vi in dörren. Ja. Om du sover då slår vi in dörren.
Gör det.
Den borde vara här borta någonstans. Gym och spa. Hej, är det här poolen är här?
Ja.
Jaha, okej.
Det ligger där inne.
Okay. Here is the gym of the hotel and the swimming pool here. Me and my father, 2 single beds here. An old church here in Sweden. Or doesn't look so old, but... Nej, det har vi.
Och så kortet.
Here we go to the gym and the swimming pool. Getting a cup of coffee here before the gym. Raining at the moment, as you can see here. Just getting this little cup of coffee and then we're heading to the gym. Pretty good gym here at this hotel. Vart ska du då? Ska du inte in i gymmet?
Simbassängen.
Den är där. We were inside the gym. My shape was quite good still, as I had been working out a lot when I lived in Mexico. Här kommer jag. Hi there. Hi there. ...40 minutes into the workout here. Going pretty good. Really good gym inside the hotel. Best gym I've ever seen inside the hotel. Here we have the swimming pool inside this hotel here. Let's see if we can jump in and cool off. Oh. Cool off in the swimming pool. It's a tradition in Sweden to sit in the sauna, especially when it starts to get cold outside. We rested for a bit and listened to some music after the gym and swimming pool, then started walking to the castle of Nyköping. This castle was built about 1,000 years ago, and many famous and influential kings have lived in it. So this castle here is from like early year of 1000, and the famous king Gustav Vasa, he lived here in this castle. This castle was invaded by Russians and it was under fire and like attack, and it burned also. Burned down, and then it was rebuilt, and a bunch of history here from the past, like more than 1,000 years ago, even during the Viking age of Sweden. As you can see here, this is probably new here, but this part here. Undrar vad det är där inne. Där uppe är ju någonting också, men där får man inte gå, va? A lot of towns in Sweden are quite old, with red buildings and smaller shops. Hej hej.
Hej hej. Sitter ute eller inne?
Vi kan testa ute. Om det inte är för kallt så går vi in. It was a bit too cold outside, so we sat inside to enjoy our beer. Sover du?
Om här.
Sover du?
Sover du?
Nej, inte nu, men jag låg och halvsov lite tidigare.
Du, vi kommer om 10 minuter så går vi och käkar här.
Ska jag äta kvällsmat nu? Here is the hotel breakfast. The breakfast at the hotels in Sweden are usually outstanding. So much meat, salad, fruit, yoghurt.
Det är jättenyttigt.
Pumpa fram.
Ja, det är skitbra.
Och de har ingen bricka. We are heading out. We went back across the open fields again to a gym, and my father was about to turn 75 very soon, but can still do handstands. And he really works out to stay in shape. We've been working out here, me and my father, having some food at the restaurant. Got some chicken.
Vad gör man då?
We're walking here along the lake. A typical scenery in Sweden. This is where the monks from the year 1000 were walking on this pathway here from the church over there, and to like 1,000 years ago, during the Viking Age, the monks were living here too, Christian monks. This is where they were walking more than 1,000 years ago, along the lake here. In remote areas of Sweden, there are churches and monasteries where in the past monks and nuns lived, quite secluded. The country became Christian after the Viking Age, but eventually Christianity also disappeared. The trees are really tall in Sweden. In many other places you don't have nice tall trees like this. Nice air also, not so many people, just 10 million people, lots of open land area. This will be the last dip in the lake with my father, as I was on my way to the capital of Stockholm. Hur många grader tror du är i vattnet?
14-15.
14? Here we go, it's late summer here now in Sweden. Getting quite cold, but we're always swimming, even when it's really cold, like 12, 13, 14 Celsius in the water. I was on my way out of Eskilstuna on the train, heading to Stockholm, and thinking about if I would return to Mexico or possibly go to Southeast Asia somewhere instead. You can go all over Sweden using the trains, and just an hour from Eskilstuna is Stockholm, with 1 million people and the capital of Sweden. Stockholm in Sweden, just got out here at the central train station. Today I came to the capital to go for an adventure. And here you can see it's right outside the central station here in Stockholm, Centralstation. And this is where the train comes into, but we're gonna go inside again and head out with the train. Here you can see all the people inside. Couple of blind people here. Yeah, I'm gonna see if I can buy like a 24-hour train pass. So let's go down into the basement area. Now we're in the underground here, underground subway of Stockholm. This is where they're sitting, and then you have to cross these ones here to get in. Hej, kan man köpa dygnskort här?
Absolut.
Hur mycket kostar det?
Får se, dygnskort 180 kronor.
180?
Yes.
Ja, let's ask this guy. It worked. We're a success. Oh yeah, 18. Now we're deep down in the subway here. I think I'm going to this one here. William. Ursäkta, går den här mot Farsta?
Nej, den går mot Farsta.
Aha, okay. Here it says, I had to ask the guy. It says in 2 minutes it's going. As you can see here, this train was the first one. Even though I grew up here in Sweden, I never spent much time at all in Stockholm. So I forgot how the subway system works here. People always seem so stressed in big cities. I think I never want to live in a big city permanently.
Rösta på visst för att svenska
Came out here in a suburb called Farsta, and this is where my friend lives. I don't think he wants to be in these videos so much, so we're gonna hang out here for a bit and then go meet another friend together with him. So this is a typical neighborhood here in Sweden. So this is a typical grocery store here in Sweden, and when I compare the prices to Mexico, it's actually cheaper here in Sweden to buy groceries compared to Mexico. Most things really, like tomatoes, more expensive in Mexico. And then we have Coca-Cola, 27 crowns. So this is $3 for 10 eggs. Not bad. I never buy eggs, but we have some milk and yogurt. $2.50 for 1 liter milk. Candy here, you can pick. $5 for chocolate. $5 for chocolate. Actually, yeah, that's it. So we're here now at the bar in Stockholm with two of my old friends and Magician's Touch, and he's gonna be performing some magic here. Van Platen. Han kommer och snackar. Ja, får vi se ett nytt trick nu då.
This is my favorite ring. It's the ring from Lord of the Rings.
Lord of the Rings.
So if you have it here, if you have it here, so you go like this. So you go 1, 2, 3, and then it jumps straight through. So you have to do it quickly, so then it goes straight through. It hurts a lot, but you go 1, 2, 3.
Alltså jag snackade med Niklas
Och Golden Hits nu. Är det din hitställe?
Det är där man hänger. Nej, det är inte Stureplan.
The nightlife in Stockholm. Eating and drinking We get to cut the line here for some reason, I don't know why. Why do we get to cut the line? Because of the suit, maybe. Suit and Van Platen's nice button-up shirt here.
As soon as you have one here, you have to show both the sides. You have to show the back and the front. But most people, they don't believe me that I have so many aces. So as soon as you put ace of spades, so when you go like this, they turn upside down. So then you don't know how many they are. So you can have an ace like this, and you snap your fingers, and they turn on the other side instead. So as soon as you do like this, it just looks the same.
Here we have the famous mushroom. This is where all the people gather at night. Let's see what type of people we have here.
Ja, jag är aldrig här. Jag brukar vara på Södermalm eller Kungsholmen, men ja. Jag är här för din skull, William.
Nästa stället i Stockholm.
Där man bränner alla pengar.
Med en plånboken. Trolla fram bollarna.
But you have two eyes and one ball.
Red.
Which shape?
Brown.
Oh, this is square.
At the entrance to this bar and see what's going on here. All the people outside waiting in the line. I was thinking I wanted to go inside some club just to check it out, but most places look kind of full.
We're going back to my hoods. To Södermalm, the southern part of Stockholm. So let's go.
10 000 timmar.
Ja, de har övat. Here we go again to the gym. This is what I did when I was a kid growing up in Sweden. I never had anything to do. The weather was always bad. So I was running, every day running or exercising. Pretty cheap membership there, like $15 a month. And it's usually open all month too. The absolute best part about Sweden is that you can drink the tap water and it tastes really good as well. I've been here in Stockholm now, stayed here one night. Now it's starting to get cold also. By the time you're watching this video, it will maybe already be a winter time. I don't know. I've been really behind on uploading my videos here. Don't know why, but here we go again. This is how the trains work in Sweden. 2 trains were cancelled, and then this is where the next train was supposed to go from. They changed the lane where it's going from. Last minute. When I was in Japan, every single train was on time, to the second, to the minute, to a different lane, and nothing is on time. That's where a lot of people are still waiting for this train over there. People that didn't understand what they said in the speakers because they were speaking Swedish, and a lot of people that live here are not from Sweden, so a lot of people are still standing on that side not knowing that this is the train. Eskilstuna. Let's see here. It was in the middle of September and I started doubting my decision to go back to Mexico again. Perhaps I would go somewhere else first. But first a trip to see my sister also, and my father's birthday was coming up. We were driving to the very south part of Sweden where my sister lives, and stopped halfway there to have some really good traditional Swedish food again. This is the traditional Swedish dish called kalops. It consists of potatoes, beef, carrots and onion. Hard bread, this is really popular in Sweden, like hard bread. We had driven 6 hours down south to my sister, and the weather is usually much nicer in that area. Jaha, nu får vi se hur det går i rutschkanan då. Juhu! Kör vi. Ser du också gunga?
Ja.
Det var en bra film. My sister has 2 children and really stays active. We went back to her house and I saw what the day-to-day life was like. I probably want to have children someday, but I want to push it off as long as possible. Hey, hey. We're leaving now. We were on the way to my grandmother's house, but she's no longer with us. What really makes me upset is that when people pass away, we never get any type of signs that they might still have some kind of presence in this world. If there is an afterlife, then why can't we get any type of signs or clues about it at all? I had some food with my mother and walked around the house. I felt really sad to be there when my grandmother was not there. And I looked at some old photos of us, and also when I was very young with my siblings. We were here several times when I was a child, and I've been here with my mom. We drove back to the middle part of Sweden and had made it on time for my father's birthday. Now I'm here in the backyard of my father's house. But today is my father's 75th birthday, and time is going by so fast. You know, it just seems to go by faster and faster. He had invited many of his neighbors, and they would all sit outside to enjoy the food that they had bought.
Herregud vad käk! Det kan inte bli snyggare.
Nej, väldigt fint.
Man tar ju så här en sån.
Leva, ja visst ska han leva ut i 100 år.
ända fram.
In the next video I'll be getting on a flight, so please subscribe to the channel if you want to see where I go.